He went missing for 2 years, then someone told the police to look behind the dresser. Every year, the number of children who are reported missing is heartbreaking. Most of the children who are kidnapped by criminals and are sold to other people for money. But in this case, it was a parent in a rotten relationship who was responsible for the abduction of the child. It all started when two individuals named Shannon Wolfram and Michael Chikevdia continued to stay with each other through they could not have the best relationship they always expected. As they were together, the woman gave birth to a boy named Richard Ricky Chikevdia. Even after having a child, they continued to fight in their relationship and eventually resulted in a breakup. As you would guess, they shared custody of the boy, but as it turned out later, this did not last forever. After the breakup, the child might have gone through separation anxiety, particularly when he had to choose which parent to live with. Both of the parents wanted to stay civil and co-parent their child. They did this so that their separation would not have adverse effects on the boy. As time went on, things became complicated on the side of the father as he was deployed overseas. During those periods, he stayed in touch with Ricky while he was away. Though he was a military father to his son, he often contacted him every chance he got through calls, letters, or simple "I love you, son" messages. Though the child had contact with his father, he must have missed him. Fortunately for Ricky and Michael, Michael's tour of duty came to an end. However, his coming back did not make things easier. To Michael, this was a great moment he could have with his son, and he had not anticipated obstacles he would face. When he was finally back home, his wife created problems by not letting him see his child and hang out with him. Worse yet, the wife took him to court over this issue. Ricky was then caught in the middle of toxic hate and misunderstanding. The father did not just take off and abandon Ricky. It was the wife who made things complicated. The woman even refused the man visitation rights. In 2007, Michael took his ex to court since she was now not complying with the custody agreement. But on the day that both parents should appear in the court, the woman did not show up. The judge took this into account and granted Michael temporary custody, but this was just the start of the battle. Ricky and his mother Shannon Wolfram vanished before Michael got the chance to be with his son. It was clear that the woman had taken the child and run away, but they were listed as missing in 2007. Michael started to get worried that he could not see his child anymore. He left the issue to the police and allowed them to do their job. Later, Michael faced new troubles as Shannon's mother, Diane Dobbs, accused him of child abuse. The woman placed lots of posters in her front yard claiming that Michael was a child abuser. But think about this, even if Diane Dobbs believed that Ricky's father was abusive as she is made to believe by her daughter, why was she interested in destroying Michael's name instead of looking for her grandson? Michael then gave the police an idea to do a search in the woman's house for his son. The police proceeded with the idea, but they found nothing that could be linked with the child's disappearance. 2 years go past and still, Michael continued the search for his son. This father was willing to move mountains and search every corner of the world where his ex had taken Ricky. Later, the police received an unexpected call and they went to Diane's house again to search. They searched every inch of the house without missing anything. As they were searching, they noticed a wooden dresser that had been pushed up against the wall. They moved it to the other side to take a look at what was behind it. The police found a small path that led to a 12-foot long, 5-foot wide, and 4-foot tall dark room the size of a washing machine, behind the dresser. Inside of it, they discovered Shannon and Ricky hiding inside of it. The police concluded that Diane had hidden her daughter and grandson away for 2 years. The boy was in good health and Michael's efforts were paid off. Michael was shocked that Diane could hide her daughter and grandson in a room that was the size of a washing machine. After the news broke out, people called Ricky the boy behind the wall. Shannon was taken into custody and charged with felony child abduction, and her mother was arrested and charged with aiding and abetting. But she was freed on bail and tried to spin the story to make it seem as if the boy enjoyed life to the fullest while he and his mother were hidden, but the evidence did not match her story. Neighbors said that they did not see Ricky outside Diane's house when they were interviewed. But the law turned a blind eye, or so it seemed, when Diane was arrested again and she and her daughter fought the legal charges. In 2011, Shannon pled guilty and was fined $1,500. She was also on probation for 2 years. Michael, with no doubt, got permanent custody of his boy after the case was dealt with.